King Collector here, and today we have this Craftsman 4.5 horsepower 22-inch push mower. Non-self-propelled. It is basic of basic. So, I have this one and I have that one over there. And they're each sort of basket cases, each in their own way. They both need parts. But today we're going to focus on this one. It's a bit less of a basket case than the other one, I guess. So, like I said, 4.5 horsepower Tecumseh engine. It's missing some stuff. It needs an air filter. Primer bulb is gone. I don't know what happened to it, but it's gone. No idea what the inside of that carburetor looks like, but we're about to find out. It's dirty. So yeah, it needs work. No point in trying to hide that. Oh yeah, it needs a pull cord too, I forgot. We can easily make one for that though. Actually, the old one is still here, so we could probably just retie it. The rope doesn't look too frayed, so might just do that. Yeah, we might just retie that one. So anyways, enough talking. Let's get to it. So, I'm getting started by taking off all this junk. And I can tell, just by looking at it, looking inside the carburetor, that this thing was ran without an air filter for a while. So I'm hoping the cylinder walls are not scored from all the sand and dust and stuff like that. I can see like dirt inside of here though, so I don't really know what to expect when I open this thing up. And I'm using a spanner because I can't find my 1/4-inch drive. And this is what I hate about these Tecumseh deals, is because there's another bolt way back in there that you can barely even get to, and it's just really hard to get ratchet back there, or even a spanner. It's pretty difficult. Okay, just got it off. Let's see what we got here. I'm expecting some dirt in the barrel. Yep, I already see a little bit. Not as bad as I thought it would be though. Just trying to get this stupid linkage off. There we go. Alright. So yeah. There's some dirt in it, as I expected. I don't see any dirt in the intake manifold though. Although I'm sure there is some in there. But it is a Tecumseh, so it's probably going to smoke a little bit. They all do. Every single one. At least every single one that I've ever had. Get the spark plug boot off. Thankfully it's not all like dry and like cracked up. I'm going to grab a paper towel. Okay. So yeah, it's about what I expected. Not better, not worse. So we're gonna need to get some simple green out and clean this thing up. I do know what air filter this takes. I can tell just by looking at this flange thing. So those are like really cheap, thankfully. The gasket, come on, come off, please. Don't give me any trouble. That might break up and stuff, so I don't want to take it off. There's our breather tube. Of course, that's not in place. So yeah, there you go. See if we can't pull this thing off. There we go. So yeah, we'll get this thing cleaned up and all set. They tighten that way too much. Thankfully it doesn't feel cross-threaded though, so that's a good thing. Either that or it's just the threads are full of dirt and stuff like that. It's got a little bit of rust on the thing right there. I think that's the vent, I can't remember though. Needle valve looks good. Might need to bend the tab a little bit though. Try not to break it. Whoops. Don't feel any liquid in the float, so that means it's sealed up still, not leaking. I guess we'll get to it then. We'll get this carburetor cleaned up, and we'll have to get the pull start back together. Then we could check for spark at least. I don't know if I have any gas or not. Okay, I'm on a portable workbench kind of deal. Cleaned a lot of it off with a brass wire brush, and now we're going to use the old reliable Simple Green 50-50 mix of Simple Green and water. Just spray everything. And it's safe to use on rubber and all that stuff, so you don't need to worry about that. I think it's 100% natural. I don't know that for sure, so don't quote me on that. And I also have a little 1-inch paintbrush deal thing. And I can kind of scrub it in there with it. Forgot this table doesn't actually have a drain on it. So I had to sit here doing this for a little bit. It actually does a really good job. Cleans it up pretty good. Wish I had a bit of a stiffer kind of brush thing, but I don't. Off the butterfly valve in there. Had some dirt on it. Got that rust off that thing, by the way. So that's good. Pretty sure this is aluminum anyway, so it's not like it would have stuck. Alright, looking pretty good. Not bad at all. Not perfect, but whatever is. Alright, there we go. Still missing this primer bulb though. So that's something we'll need to take care of. Need an extension. I don't know if you can really see anything. Sorry if you can't. I hate these shallow bolts. Barely got a head on them, so it's easy to just kind of tip them over. Why doesn't it want to come off? There it goes. I need to get this, actually no. I think that thing comes off by itself. Yes it does. Alright, I got the pull start back on. Like every single one of these, the spring is weak in it. So sometimes you have to help it. And I already pulled it over a couple times and it has good compression, about what I'd expect anyway. So now we're going to check for spark. So let's see. Ignore the road noise, they'll be gone in a second. It's just a school bus. There you go. Let's check for spark. Yes, we do. We got it. Okay. So, should run. We'll do a compression test. Why not? We'll see what it's at. Zoom in on it there. Alright, let's see what we got. Get the spring to retract. Alright, what do we got? 90. That's actually higher than I expected. I was expecting like 70. That's good. That'll run for sure. These flatheads usually run in a lower compression ratio. I don't remember exactly what it is. I think it's like 6.5 to 1, which that sounds about right for 90 psi. So that's good. This thing will run for sure. As long as that carburetor is still good, it'll definitely run. No doubt in my mind. Alright, we got the parts ordered. Couldn't find a kit with just a primer bulb, so I had to get that whole thing with the float, or the bowl seal, the bowl, a couple other seals and stuff, a new needle valve, which, you know, it's probably the better thing to do anyway. It's just preventative maintenance. So now that we got that all aside, I'm pretty confident that this thing is going to run, so I'm going to get it cleaned up and get the blade sharpened, and then we'll have to wait for those parts to arrive. That's pretty much it. So I guess let's get to it then. Alright, my GoPro is dead right now, so I have a piece of plexiglass covering the camera so it doesn't get all wet. It might look a little bit tinted, but I will color correct it in the editor so it doesn't look weird. Alright, and before you ask, yes, I have the intake covered up with a plastic bag, so no water is going to get into it. Alright, let's get to it then. Alright, there we go. That's pretty much it. It's a lot better than it was. All that greases off the governor arm and everything, so we're going to call that good for cleaning it. Except for one thing, which there's a muffler there. It's pretty nasty, isn't it? So I'm going to wire wheel it and polish it. Make it look a little bit better than it is. That's just me. I like to have my stuff look really nice when I try to sell it. So sometimes it can get you that extra $15. Ask anybody, they'll say the same thing. Alright, let's clean this up. And this is a brass brush, so it shouldn't scratch it up too bad. Just enough to get that there, that's a tad better. Should last long enough for me to at least sell it, so after that, that's not my problem. Not that it really matters anyway, it's just a muffler. Carb is installed, and I ended up painting the muffler because the rust was bothering me too much, so I just painted it with some engine enamel. Good for up to 3,000 degrees, so yeah, I think it'll be fine on a little 4.5 horsepower engine. And we got the air filter today, and all you have to do for this is that. That's it, nothing else. That's the one thing I like about these. And one more thing, I had to oil up the pull start because it would get stuck quite a bit. And now it only gets stuck at the very end, which I can't seem to get it to do it now. But yeah, sometimes it does it, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. Now we're just waiting on that primer, and we can get it all put back together, get fresh oil in it, and see if it pops off, starts cutting grass. Okay, primer bulb has arrived. It's very easy to put on. And then we can fire this thing up, see if it has any actual issues. So, put this ring on like this, and you just push it in there, basically. With a screwdriver, preferably. There you go, just like that. I think that's it. So, gotta get the gas tank back on. I'm gonna need to move you guys for that because the line's like way back there. Okay, fuel line's on. Kind of wish I got a whatever. I don't even know. I'm too focused on this right now. Okay. Filled it up a little bit with oil. 10W30. Pretty much the same as SA30. It's a little bit different, but not enough to actually really hurt anything. There's fresh gas. Let the bowl fill up for a second. I'll bring you guys out here. Alright, bowl should be filled now. I don't feel anything happening though. Let's just see what it does, I guess. Yeah, I don't feel anything happening with that primer. That's the issue. Alright, I tapped the bowl a little bit just in case the float was stuck for some reason. Let's see now. What this thing's deal is. Oh, it just popped off there. Okay. Now it's doing something. Let's put that back on and get the filter back on. Now that we know that it runs for sure, let's actually test it out. I took the deck cap off, it's sitting over there, so it'll side discharge now. There you go. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment too. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.